Foundation issues. When there's foundation issues, you guys run from that, or what do you like?
Usually.
Okay.
Usually.
Okay.
If you run into foundation issues, unless you're just stealing your property, we've sold properties with foundation issues, but generally it's just something that's going to be a problem. If you're getting a great deal though on something with foundation issues, it's not a bad idea to rehab it, knowing that you can rehab it cheaper. And that's a good one to then flip and make some serious money. So I do have one in Gillette, Wyoming, that's foundation issues. I bought it because I got it at a really good number, and I'm going to just rent it. And it's a newer property, so it's just fixed the foundation issues that it's sinking because the builder didn't do everything properly. So it's sinking. This is kind of common out there in Wyoming and different parts of the country. So I'm going to get somebody to come in here, stabilize it, fix that, and then just keep it as a rental until everything settles there.
Are you going to use the same company you used for your Casper rental that you had?
Probably that company, yeah. But if not them, there's a couple others that are more local there. And so I'm gonna get a bunch of different numbers. Yeah, and they did a good job on that Casper property, that's for sure. But yeah, foundation issues can be something to generally run from. And whenever Mike and I are trying to wholesale those, all the buyers come in and complain about the
gotta be down.
Yeah. They come in super low with their offer. So you're not gonna wholesale that one for a whole lot. Like I said, unless you're stealing it.
I have a quick question, guys.
Sure.
When there's like multi-day auctions, like, you know, say for example, starting day will be, you know, the 20th, and say it ends on the 25th.
Yep.
Do you guys always try to get all the information back from the realtors before the auction starts, or have you guys ever had scenarios where you might have got that information maybe on, you know, at the very last minute and then made a bid? Like, what do you guys think about that?
Done both. Everything?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
we've done both. So, I mean, we try to get it before. Mike and I try to do as much due diligence as before. Sometimes you just do that second level of due diligence as it's coming up on the auction, or even if you realize, hey, there's a good chance I'm getting it here. As soon as you win the bid, you're doing more, because you usually got a few days before you would accept the contract or not.
And then sometimes you don't get your info back in time until like after the auction, and good shot that property is going to come back on the auction block in a week or two.
Yeah.
And you just continue your analysis from there. I mean, that's the beauty with private auctions. Not like a final sheriff sale or tax sale. It doesn't go like somewhere else where it's over. If it didn't hit the reserve, it's going to come back on in 2 weeks. And you want to continue. You got to be persistent in this game. Continue to monitor these properties, because some buyers or potential bidders would go away and stop paying attention to it, whereas you're still there, still bidding on it. Bought so many properties on 5 to 10 different auction cycles already. So you just keep following them.
So a quick example of that, Mike, the one I've recently got in Moorcroft, Wyoming, which I'm just going to keep as a rental because I'm getting such a good number here. I've been bidding on that thing for about a year and a half, somewhere in the year and a half range. And I think it was on, before it was on Zome, I think it might've been on either Hudson and Marshall or Auction Up. It was on one other one. So just sticking with it and keeping your numbers low. And by the way, Mike, I was bidding against Ted Snyder, a friend of ours, who's on so he and I were the only ones bidding on this property, literally the only ones bidding on this property. And the last one, he had picked up a property in California for like $950. So he didn't have the funds, so he didn't bid on it. And this ended up being the time that they accepted that lower offer. So it worked out well for me. Persistence, stick with it, keep bidding, know your numbers. And by the way, when that happens in that scenario, I'm lowering my numbers every single time I'm bidding.